Many answered the call to assist St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is Special Report, the weekend edition. We'll have more on that and others right after this.
Looking for a weekend getaway? Then make the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique your home away from home. And at Alexis Food Stores, we'll welcome you with open arms. As the only major supermarket situated just 2 minutes away from the Teal Bay Harbor in Harveyvale, we offer you a one-of-a-kind experience by providing a wide range of produce, food items, wines, and liquor. Visit us today in Harveyvale or call us at 443-7994. WhatsApp 419-6831 or check out our Facebook page for some of our great deals and new products. Email us at info@alexisfoodstores.com. Alexis Food Stores, we make your shopping experience memorable.
Welcome back, I am Kendall Gay. Following the explosive eruption of the last volcano in St. Vincent back on April 9th, causing various parts of the island to be covered in ash, life as normal for residents has changed. One of the requests from the residents, though, on the island was for water, as the water sources were contaminated with ash. A water drive was organized by NADMA in collaboration with the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs, in which residents in Carriacou and Petite Martinique and the business community provided a number of relief supplies for St. Vincent. Bernice Dade, Community Program Officer, commended all who contributed towards the drive for St. Vincent. These supplies were transported to St. Vincent via the M3 gondola. Resident in the Lauriston area, Gerald Smart, is calling on authorities to intervene into a situation he's been faced with his neighbors. He spoke of the troubles he is facing.
Like me problem right now, I have to say, well, okay, it is more than 2 weeks now, or 1 or 2 months now. I screwed in my toilet, and in my house, the first thing I think I do was courage inside my house. Okay, I have to go into the sea. More than 2 months now, I got things on my skin, my foot. Courage, you can put in my house for me. Show that dog in my toilet. He show his dead dog. Two time he do that. He show the dead dog in my toilet. So what I'm saying, you know, that's not nice what they're doing to me.
When asked if a report was made to police, Gerald said he would have done that more than 10 times.
I go more than 10 times and make a report, nobody do nothing. More than 10 times I go to the station and make a report, nobody do them. They tell me like nobody, I'm not nobody on the street. Well, I'm sure I'm somebody on the street. So go and seek for a man, right? Because they not, the officer of the material, they go see, they're not doing nothing. Okay? When you go into the station and make a report, they're not doing nothing at all. Okay? So I say, they take me like nobody. Because that means nobody on the street. So I'm saying they take me like nobody on the street. Okay? When I go to the station to make a report, the police officer, they're not doing nothing.
Smart says he doesn't want any troubles, but just want to be left alone.
Yeah, you have to stop. What you're doing is not nice. Okay? So they saying me afraid. Me not afraid. Me don't want trouble. Me just want to say, have nothing to do with me. Okay, have nothing to do with me to between life and death. Nobody have nothing to do with me. Because I am a fellow like to work for my living.
We're taking a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Building a home is everyone's dream, but furnishings can be a hassle. Why not visit Paddy's Enterprise and Hardware Limited on the Sister Isle of Carriacou? They offer a wide range of face basins, porcelain, and ceramic tiles. And to make your home complete, you can check out their refrigerators, stoves, shower enclosures and panels, vanities, washing machines, fans, and freezers. For your outdoor chores, they have floor pots, ladders, and black water tanks. All this and more is available at Paddy's Enterprise and Hardware, located in Hillsborough. You can contact them today on 443-8211 or 8210 for more information.
You're looking at this image of the old lime factory at Dumfries. Welcome back to the weekend edition. The accommodation sector on the island were made aware of the climate-resilient water sector in Grenada G-Cruise. Communication specialist at G-Cruise, Jenny Ruben, provided an insight into the project.
The Climate Resilient Water Sector in Grenada, GCRUS, is a 6-year project which began in 2019 and carried to end around 2025. The project's objective is to build climate resilience within Grenada's water sector. It comprises of 5 components. Component 1, climate resilient water governance. This looks at including climate change into our respective legislations. Component 2, climate resilient water users. This component consists of 2 subcomponents. 1, the Challenge Fund, which includes both tourism and agriculture, building climate resilience within the tourism and agriculture sector. And 2.2, which speaks to education, awareness, and outreach. Component 3, climate resilience water supply system. This speaks to building of infrastructure, so it includes the building of tanks, building of having more climate resilient medical centers, among others. Component 4, additional contribution to Grenada's nationally determined contributions, and this will take into account addressing leakage issues. And component 5, regional learning and replication, which in everything we do, we have to share it with our brothers and sisters within the Caribbean region. So component 5 will look at all the things Grenada has done as it relates to the Climate Resilient Water Sector in Grenada project, and this would become a model project for several other OECS and CARICOM countries, which they too can adopt.
Crystal Benjamin Jerome, Communication Officer at the Grenada Development Bank, spoke of the bank's involvement in the project.
The bank's role in the GCRUS project is basically dealing with component 2.1, the Challenge Fund for Agriculture and Tourism. The Challenge Fund is a fund designed to promote efficiency in the water sector, specifically for commercial water users. Here we are speaking about agriculture and tourism, as they are the 2 largest users of water. The fund provides up to 80% grant financing for hoteliers in particular, accommodation, to undertake water efficient projects within their facility. So as a hotelier that is registered with the Grenada Tourism Authority, you can benefit from that project through, first and foremost, a water audit. There is a water auditor that is attached to the Challenge Fund, who is tasked with the responsibility of undertaking water audits at all facilities that are interested in the project. Once that audit is done, the project that has been decided upon by the hotelier and the auditor will be done at the cost of the hotelier. Once that project is successfully completed, Grenada Development Bank gets involved through the water auditor's authorization for disbursement of the 80% grant financing refund to the hotelier. So basically, the 80% grant that is available for hoteliers, it is a grant, yes, but it is a grant that will be refunded after the project has been completed.
Ria Murray, Communications Officer at the Grenada Tourism Authority, says the GTA is happy to be part of the project.
Grenada Tourism Authority is very happy to be part of this project. And as we know what's happening in the world with climate change, and we need to be ready and climate resilient. So this project looks at tourism in terms of helping our hoteliers, our stakeholders, in terms of being prepared for what is to come in the future, in terms of having enough water storage and also being very efficient in their water use so that we conserve this precious resource for future generations.
The project is funded to the tune of 135 million EC dollars. The Paradise Beach Club, located at Paradise Beach, gave a number of its customers the opportunity of learning about the various ways callaloo can be prepared. Indra Caton facilitated this session.
So the need to introduce it to them in a way that was holistic was important to us. And also, I live in New York, and there's certain things I miss so much about home. And callaloo, which is our first class, was one of them. So I'm always in the local markets trying to recreate Carriacou in New York. And so the concept of how do we introduce them to things that are Carriacou in base, and also how to make it easy and simple to use in multiple ways.
Callaloo mousse, bread and quiche were among the dishes prepared. Dwight Julian, one of the chefs at Paradise Beach Club, gave us an insight into what went into preparing the dishes.
The quiche, mainly I use the garlic, onion, mixed cheese, which is consistent of mozzarella and cheddar, and then I use a little bit of parmesan with complete seasoning and a little bit of pepper flakes. Yeah, and that was that's the callaloo, and then after for the crust, flour, a little bit of butter, a little bit of complete seasoning, and I let it rest. And then I pre-baked it, and I put the quiche, and then I put the cheese, and I let it bake for 15 minutes.
Two of the participants shared their thoughts on this session.
Absolutely brilliant. It was excellent. So I think we probably came not knowing what to expect, and callaloo is definitely probably not one of my massive favourite things. Don't know what to do with it, but it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think we've learned a lot.
But the way it was presented, the first one, what was the first dish called?
The smoothie.
The smoothie was excellent. I also loved the fritters. I thought was really very good. The bread was fantastic, and dessert was very unusual.
Callaloo, like other leafy green vegetables, are packed with nutritional benefits. The leaves contain large amounts of vitamin A, B, and C, and are high in fiber, iron, and calcium. While fresh leaves provide the most nutritional bang for your buck, canned callaloo still has great nutritional benefits. Moving into some cricket, Jigas Entertainment and Guys Construction secured the first wins at the start of the 2021 Ariza Intersector Softball Tournament. In other games played during the first week of the tournament, on Tuesday, KR Construction defeated Palm Tree Vibes, and the Northern Cubs defeated D&D Marine. In the games played on Wednesday, Ministry Pacers defeated VBS Sunrisers, while Grenleg Power Squad defeated Iceberg Construction. Thursday's game saw Northern Cubs defeating KR Construction and Guys Construction defeating Jigas Entertainment. On Friday, the Grove defeated Iceberg Construction, while Ministry Pacers defeated The Real Talent. Games continues in the upcoming week at the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds from 4:30 p.m. And finally, on the weekend edition, effective May 1st, 2021, people providing proof of full vaccination will only be required to quarantine for up to 48 hours, pending a negative result from a PCR test administered on entry. Travelers will still be required to provide a negative PCR test result valid up to 72 hours prior to the start of travel. An application for travel authorization must be completed prior to travel via the website travelauth.health.gov.gd. Additionally, the PCR test to be administered in Grenada must be paid for prior to this application. Payments are accepted online via the government's payment portal pay.gov.gd. People are considered fully vaccinated 2 weeks after the second dose of the two-dose vaccine such as AstraZeneca, Pfizer or Moderna, or 2 weeks after a single dose in the case of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. People who are not fully vaccinated or unable to provide proof of their vaccination will be required to quarantine for up to 7 days, with a PCR test being administered on day 5. And that's all for now in this special report, the weekend edition. I am Kendall Gay. On behalf of KOMT Productions, thank you for joining us.